There's something mesmerizing about how a stray cat confidently goes about its business, as if it has a clear plan and an invisible map of the city. We only see a silhouette flashing in the headlights, but we don't suspect that behind this fleeting image lies an entire civilization with its own laws, schedules, and social connections. It's a world parallel to our own, full of secrets and daily feats. So what really goes on in the lives of these whiskered city dwellers when we're not looking? Every day for them is not just about survival, but a complex job requiring incredible skills and abilities, gifted by nature itself. Their path is not random wandering, but carefully planned patrol routes. Their encounters are not chaos, but strict diplomacy. And to understand the depth of this secret life, we first need to learn what superpowers nature has armed these amazing creatures with. And this is where the real magic begins. For survival in the city's twilight, cats are endowed with truly incredible senses. Their hearing isn't just ears, but high-precision locators capable of rotating 180 degrees independently of each other. They can pinpoint the source of a sound with an accuracy of a few centimeters from a dozen meters away. A cat sitting under a car can hear not only our footsteps, but also the squeak of a mouse in the basement of the next building and the rustle of a beetle in the grass across the road. To us, it's just background noise, but for the cat, it's a detailed acoustic map of the area. However, this is just a small part of its arsenal. Its eyes are a perfect night vision device. Behind the retina, cats have a special layer, the tapetum lucidum, which acts like a mirror, reflecting light and giving photoreceptors a second chance to capture it. This is precisely why cats' eyes glow so mysteriously in the dark. It allows them to see in light 6 times dimmer than what a human needs. But that's not all. Their main secret weapon is right on their face. We are, of course, talking about their whiskers, or vibrissae. These are not just hairs, but highly complex sensory organs, each connected to a vast number of nerve endings. With them, a cat detects the slightest air vibrations, which allows it to see obstacles in complete darkness without touching them. Vibrissae help determine if it can squeeze through a narrow opening and even sense the mood of a fellow cat standing nearby. All this sensory information is woven into a unified picture of the world, inaccessible to our perception. It is this unique set of superpowers that allows cats to lead such a complex and secretive life. They perceive our world completely differently. For them, it is more voluminous, louder, and filled with details invisible to us. They live in a stream of information that we can't even imagine. However, their most astonishing talents lie not in biology, but in the realm of social organization. Have you ever noticed that in one small area, like the courtyard of an apartment building, a dozen cats can live peacefully, yet they are rarely seen all together? It seems impossible, as resources are limited and there should be constant conflict over them. But instead of open warfare, cats have invented something far more ingenious. They have learned to share not space, but time. This is a true territory usage schedule. Imagine that a sunny spot by the entrance is reserved for an old and wise ginger cat from 8 to 10 in the morning. From 10 until noon, a calico cat with her litter comes here to bask in the sun. And closer to the evening, this place becomes a gathering point for young and active adolescent cats. They hardly ever cross paths, avoiding unnecessary conflicts that could lead to injuries, which are dangerous in street conditions. But how do they arrange this? For this, they have a whole system of messages scent marks. When a cat rubs its cheek on the corner of a building or leaves a few drops of urine on a bush, it's not just marking territory, it's leaving a detailed message for others. Basil was here. Time: 9 a.m. Mood: calm. Plans: went to patrol the backyard. It's a kind of social network that allows them to stay informed about events without direct contact. However, sometimes encounters are unavoidable. And that's when a highly complex body language comes into play, capable of conveying the slightest nuances of intent. Their ears, tail, eyes, posture, all are words and phrases in a silent dialogue. For example, a slow blink upon meeting is the ultimate sign of trust, the feline equivalent of the phrase, "I trust you and mean you no harm." A direct and steady stare, on the other hand, is considered a challenge and a display of aggression. People often misinterpret these signals. For example, many consider hissing a sign of malice, but in the vast majority of cases, a hissing cat is not angry, but scared to death. It is its last attempt to defend its personal space and avoid a fight, a cry of, "Don't come near me, please, I'm scared." Understanding this language is the key to unlocking their secret world and seeing them not as wild beasts, but as intelligent beings with complex emotions. And their most complex relationships are with us. Not all stray cats are homeless in the full sense of the word. Many of them have their own people caretakers who regularly feed and look after them. Such cats are called community or semi-feral. A very special type of relationship forms between them and humans, based not on ownership, but on mutual trust and affection. The cat does not belong to the person, but it considers them an important and reliable part of its life and territory. It recognizes the sound of their footsteps from afar, comes out to greet them at the same time every day, may allow itself to be petted, and even purr softly in response to affection. But at the same time, it remains free. For many people, especially the elderly and lonely, caring for such wards becomes a vital part of their own lives, filling it with meaning, warmth, and quiet joy. This bond is unique, but unfortunately, it is surrounded by a wall of prejudice. The main and most harmful myth is that all stray cats are carriers of disease and pose a danger to people. In reality, most community cats that have lived in the same area for years under the care of guardians have incredibly strong immune systems, forged by natural selection. And thanks to modern humane sterilization programs conducted by volunteers, these animals are also vaccinated against major diseases. They are far more afraid of us than we are of them. Another stereotype is that they would all be better off in apartments. For a kitten or a young, socialized cat, absolutely yes. But for an adult, feral animal that has lived its entire life in freedom, forced confinement within four walls, is not a rescue, but a terrifying stress that can destroy its psyche and health. Therefore, the most humane approach is to help them where they live, creating a safe environment for them. After all, their history is inextricably linked with the history of our cities. Interestingly, cats are one of the few animals that domesticated themselves. They were not forcibly tamed by humans like many other species. About 10,000 years ago, when our ancestors invented agriculture, their granaries became infested with mice and rats. Cats, then wild steppe predators, quickly figured out where an inexhaustible source of food was located and came to live alongside humans on their own. It was a mutually beneficial partnership. Humans got protection for their supplies from rodents, and cats got easy prey. At the same time, they always remained a bit on their own wavelength, independent and self-sufficient. Later, traveling with humans on ships, cats spread throughout the world, continuing to perform their important work. So the modern stray cat is not just a vagabond, but a direct descendant of those very first self-sufficient partners of humans, who has preserved a love of freedom in its genes. The secret life of stray cats is not chaos and suffering, as it might seem at first glance. It is an astonishingly complex and organized world based on intelligence, social laws, and an incredible ability to adapt. Now, when you see a cat basking in the sun, you will know that it is not just resting, but is in its rightful place at its strictly allotted time, being a part of an invisible and wise feline city. Are there such whiskered secret agents in your yard? Perhaps you have your own favorite that you regularly feed, and you have your own story of friendship with it. Share your stories in the comments. We will be overjoyed to read them. And please support our channel with a like and a subscription so that we can continue to uncover the amazing secrets of the feline world together with you. By the way, in our next video, we will reveal what is perhaps the most magical and mysterious feline secret, the secret of their purr. Do you think it's just a sign of a good mood? Not at all. We will tell you how cats can use purring to heal themselves, and even us. Believe me, you will be very surprised.